Marina Mabrey, remember she was making fun when Dejanay poked Caitlin Clark and I remember she was doing this?
Marina Money Mabrey requesting a trade from the Connecticut Sun. That's right.
Have you ever heard the saying, karma is best served cold? Marina Mabrey is feeling the heat after brushing off Dejanay Carrington's playful eye poke on Caitlin Clark last season. Now, as the Connecticut Sun becomes her lonely stage, karma strikes back in full force. With Caitlin Clark shining in the Indiana Fever, making power moves with promising signings, Marina's once dismissive laughter has turned into desperate pleas for a team switch. In the end, it's clear, she who laughs last, laughs best. Buckle up for a wild ride of irony and a splash of well-earned retribution.
What in the world? What in the world? They just left me holding the bag. They got me. They left me. They left me, and I am just holding the bag. I'm sitting here. I wanted to trade from the Chicago Sky to the Connecticut Sun because I said I wanted to be on a championship style team. Right? That's what I wanted. Right? But now. We see what has happened.
Marina Mabrey is now facing the ultimate twist of fate as her past actions come back to haunt her in the most poetically ironic way possible. Flashback to last season, an unforgettable moment etched in fans' minds. Marina was caught red-handed, laughing as Dejanay Carrington playfully, but provocatively poked Caitlin Clark in the eye. What seemed like harmless fun at the time has now set the stage for a reckoning, proving that karma never misses its mark.
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me, but no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually.
Yes, you heard that right. Marina's unmistakable chuckle rang out across the court, a reaction that, in any other world, should have been met with shock and dismay. But fast forward to the present, and the tables have turned in a masterclass of poetic justice. The Connecticut Sun, once her sanctuary, now seem to have cast her aside, favoring a team that champions camaraderie and a pristine reputation. What goes around truly comes around, and for Marina, the irony couldn't be any sharper.
The sun has set in freaking Uncasville, Connecticut. The Connecticut Sun is no more. Ever since everybody and their mama, including the head coach, the former head coach being Stephanie White, ever since everybody and their mama jumped ship, I said it is over with. They have lost all their talent. And now, guys, this is breaking news. Marina Mabrey has said, you know what? She looked to her right. Hold on. She looked to her right. She looked to her left. She said, I can't do it no more.
And so, in a twist that is equal parts hilarious and tragic, Marina now finds herself scrambling for a new team. A plea so desperate that it teeters between pitiable and downright comical. What was once confidence has crumbled into an almost cartoonish tumble, setting the stage for a downfall that feels like a perfectly scripted comedy of errors.
Yet, remember, she was traded to the Sun just back in July. But now, things done changed.
After her infamous laugh, whispers spread through the league like wildfire. Every gym, every locker room, every training session became a stage for her unraveling. Teammates and rivals alike exchanged knowing smirks, reveling in the irony as Marina frantically reached out to potential new teams. But her calls went unanswered, and her social media posts, once brimming with confidence, were now met with nothing but pity and indifference. Meanwhile, the echoes of her laughter still linger in the halls of the Connecticut Sun, a haunting reminder of the moment that set her downfall in motion. It's almost as if the universe itself has conspired in a cosmic prank, turning the tables in the cruelest yet most fitting way possible. And with every desperate attempt to escape her predicament, the disdain from those who once merely tolerated her has only deepened.
And Marina Mabrey was left holding the bag because, you know, she's on that team. She wanted to be there. And once she got there, a couple months later, the head coach is gone. Again, the head coach is gone. All five of your starters are gone. Not just your point guard, not just your shooting guard, not just your small forward, not just your power forward, not just your center. All five are gone. So that veteran presence that have won championships before, gone. That head coach that was on the verge of winning a championship as a head coach, gone. And Marina Mabrey is looking like, I know this didn't just happen to me. I know this did not just happen to me. And yes, indeed, Marina Mabrey, it did. Because sometimes the grass is not always greener.
Her future remains uncertain, overshadowed by echoes of laughter and the weight of regret. But just when you thought the saga couldn't get any messier, enter Chennedy Carter, because what's a drama without a partner in crime? Yes, the infamous duo of controversy is now at the heart of this unfolding spectacle, with Carter joining Marina in a desperate scramble to outrun the ghosts of their past missteps. Both have made their disdain for Caitlin Clark, the league's undeniable rising star, abundantly clear. And yet, while Clark continues to soar, these two seem content lingering in the shadows, stewing in envy and bitterness. Success demands grace, resilience, and respect, qualities Clark embodies effortlessly. Meanwhile, Marina and Carter remain trapped in a narrative of their own making, one where defiance has only led to downfalls.
Used to own up to what she did. What organization want to deal with that?
As rumors swirl and teams reevaluate their alliances, Marina's desperate pleas to leave the Connecticut Sun grow louder. Her frantic search for a new team feels as futile as a dropped call in the midst of a storm. Similarly, Chennedy Carter finds herself in a parallel predicament. A tale of two troubled players unfolds, each struggling to escape the shadow of past missteps. With every passing day, the divide between those embraced by success and those cast aside deepens, leaving Marina and Chennedy teetering on the league's fringes. As they fight to reclaim relevance, the sport that once welcomed them now seems to have little room for their controversy. Their future remains uncertain at best.
And I'm trying to think of teams that can afford her. Like, just salary cap wise, she is on a $200K contract. It's not a max, but it's a $200K contract. So I am just clicked on the NBA standings, not the WNBA standings. My bad. So if we look at the teams, the Valkyries could sign her, but that's a rebuilding team. The Liberty do not have the cap space. The Lynx might be a good...
While Marina and her questionable allies cling to silent phone lines, the Indiana Fever are busy assembling a squad that rivals the Avengers. With each new signing more impressive than the last, it's as if the Fever's front office has unlocked a secret formula for success. Cheryl Swoops once scoffed at the idea that players would flock to Indiana. But here we are, witnessing history being rewritten in real time.
Who will be free agents next year. There's a lot of other going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
With Caitlin Clark lighting up the scoreboard and redefining dominance on the court, teams are flocking to be part of her transformative energy. The allure of joining forces with the generational talent has rendered Marina's pleas futile, as if her past missteps have painted her into a corner with no escape. It's a vivid reminder that in professional sports, fortune favors the bold, those who rise above petty grievances to embrace a winning legacy. In the end, only true talent and character secure a lasting place in the annals of greatness, an undeniable truth. Meanwhile, the spotlight intensifies on Caitlin Clark's remarkable impact as her meteoric rise reshapes the very fabric of the WNBA. With each game, she turns skeptics into believers, shattering records and setting new standards for excellence on the hardwood.
So will Caitlin Clark be a good pro? Absolutely. Will Caitlin Clark come into the WNBA and do what she's doing right now? Immediately? Absolutely not. Not gonna happen.
Okay. Not on the right team?
Yeah, for Cheryl Swoops. If you see Cheryl Swoops, she did a lot of talking a few months ago about the Indiana Fever, the locker room environment, how people didn't want to play there, how people wanted to leave. Stephanie White came in and said, okay, hold up. Let me go to Indeed.com and Indeed get some free agents to come in here that want to play, that are accomplished, seasoned veterans. She did all that.
So to pick up a vet, a professional like Sydney Colson, and then you also have a vet like DeWanna Bonner, and you also have a vet like Kelsey Mitchell, and then you have Cece and Aaliyah Boston and Lexi and the MAGA Barbie, and isn't Katie Lou still on your team too? So I mean, shout out to the Indiana Fever, but it's clear that this is a scheme that Todd set up to get Cece a ring.